From the depths he will rise, a voice echoed. It whispered through Ashport. The townsfolk knew Dagon. The sacrifice. A necessary offering. A life for a life. The Deep One demands a tribute, a soul to bridge the worlds. The altar, cold and unyielding, has seen countless offerings. The figure on the altar struggled, but it was futile. The bonds were tight, the ritual unbreakable. The cultists' eyes gleamed with fervor. The chanting drowned out their pleas. The high priest raised the knife, the firelight turning the metal a bloody red. Each chant was a key unlocking the gate to the other realm. The air crackled, the sea outside the cave roared. Nature itself seemed to respond to the ritual, the elements converging in a symphony of power. The sacrifice had been accepted. The symbols carved into the stone glowed with an otherworldly light. The cultists knew that their prayers had been answered. Now, for the true purpose of the ritual, the awakening. From the depths of the ocean, the Ancient One stirred. The waters churned, a whirlpool forming as the boundary between worlds weakened. The ocean stirs. A tremor shook the cave, causing pebbles to rain down in the darkness. The cultists' chanting was unwavering, their voices echoing through the cavernous space, creating an eerie and unsettling atmosphere. Outside, the storm raged on. Waves crashed violently against the cliffs, each impact resonating like a drumbeat of impending doom. From the depths of the dark ocean, a monstrous figure began to emerge. Cthulhu was rising, its presence sending ripples of fear through the hearts of all who witnessed it. The shape breached the surface. A monstrous, scaly arm, larger than any ship, rose from the churning water. The waves crashed violently against it, as if the ocean itself was trying to reject this abomination. Barnacles the size of houses clung to its glistening hide. These ancient parasites had made their home on this behemoth, thriving in the dark depths of the ocean.
Oh my God, what is that thing? The words escaped in a whisper, barely audible over the roar of the ocean.
The head followed, a nightmare made flesh. Tentacles, dripping with seawater, writhed in the air. Eyes, like emerald fires, burned with ancient malice. Cthulhu, the great old one, he had awakened.
This can't be real. It can't be. The disbelief was evident, a desperate attempt to cling to the last shreds of sanity. The storm raged on, as if nature itself was in turmoil, mirroring the chaos unleashed by the awakening of the ancient terror.
Across the globe, alarms blared, military forces mobilized, but it was all for naught.
How do you fight a god? Cthulhu had come to reclaim everything.
The screams of the dying echoed through the desolate streets, a haunting symphony of despair. The age of man was over, a distant memory lost in the shadows of time. The reign of Cthulhu had begun, an era of unending darkness and chaos. He had awakened from his ancient slumber, rising from the depths of the ocean. The world trembled under his gaze, and the skies wept with a storm of terror. The ancient ruins whispered secrets of a forgotten past, as dark figures moved in the shadows. The eerie green light spread across the city, casting an ominous glow on the terrified faces of those who fled. The dark silhouette of Cthulhu towered over the city, his presence a harbinger of the end. The ancient statue glowed with an otherworldly light, as the mist enveloped the city in a shroud of fear. People huddled together in fear, their whispers drowned by the howling wind and the eerie green light illuminating the ruins. The world would never be the same.